Right now, YouTube is filled with videos such as this indicator strategy never fails, or this indicator strategy will make you money, etc. etc. In most of these videos, they will only showcase one or two indicators and tell you how it works. They will also make up one of their own trading strategy and show it to you in this video. Then, they will also cherry pick one or two examples just to show you that it works. But what they don't do is backtest their own strategy and show you the actual results. Which is why I feel like this is the biggest scam that is going on YouTube. And there is no one to regulate this. Therefore, today I will be the police and backtest their strategy and give you the live results on whether this works or not. If you like this idea, please do like and subscribe to the video. For our first video, we will be going to this channel, so it will be Kyo, and he recently uploaded I waited so long for this indicator. It prints money repeatedly. Oh my god, let's see. So what I'll do is I'll go through this video and understand the setup, and then we'll get on our trading view and backtest it entirely. Okay, so I've gone through this video and he basically showcases two indicators. And all the trades are based on these indicators. Okay, so the first indicator that it showcases is market memory average. I've already added it to the chart, and the second indicator is RSI. Okay, now let's come to the setup or the strategy that he explains. Well, according to him, whenever the market is below the red line, it's in the bearish direction, and when it's above green line, it's bullish. And his strategy is basically based on the reversal strategies, as in when it's in the bullish trend, we need to capture when the so his strategy is basically a reversal strategy, as in whenever it's in the bearish trend, it will eventually cool off and then go into the bullish trend. Okay, in this strategy, he explains that the first condition is that the market should have a crossover. Once there is a crossover, the second condition is to check the RSI, the previous, if there is a RSI divergence created. Third condition is that the market should come back to this cloud, and the fourth condition is that it should break the swing high, or the previous swing high in case of a long trade, and a previous swing low in case of a short trade. Okay, perfect. Okay, so these are the four main conditions. Then he goes and he tells that the risk to reward ratio is 1:2. Okay, so that is also good. And in case if the risk to reward ratio is 1:2, then winning probability should be at least 40% just to be in that slight profitable positions, right? And then you need to be profitable, and for that you need to have at least 40% of a win rate. So yeah, that's it. Those are the four conditions. So now let's go and backtest. I've added the Euro US dollar chart. Again, he uses the same one, and I've kept the time frame as 1 hour. Okay, so yeah, let's begin our backtesting from here. It's right green. It's in a long trend, like it's bullish trend. So it's come back into the red. So that's the first condition fulfilled. The second condition is the RSI. So yes, there is a RSI divergence, I think a bit. Third condition is should come back into the cloud, which it did not. So there's no trade here. Next is the market moves up. There is no RSI divergence, so we won't be taking any trade here. Again, there is no lower lows. Here we get another line change, the color change. Do we have a RSI divergent? Yes, we have a higher highs, basically same highs with higher lows, or lower highs as the RSI divergence. Then we have the retest, or basically it comes back into the cloud. So this will be our entry. So we'll go for a short trade here. Our stop loss will be about the swing high. and we need a 1:2, which we do get. So this was one profitable trade. Next trade is it goes back here, crosses the line. There is no RSI divergence. I don't see any RSI divergence, so we will not be taking this trade. It crosses back here. There is no RSI divergence, so we will not be taking this trade. Crosses back. There is RSI divergence, so we will be taking this trade. Comes back, it comes into the cloud. The previous swing high is right here, so we'll be taking a long trade here. The stop loss below the swing. We need 1:2, which we do get. So that's the second profitable trade. Comes in. There is RSI cool off, so again no RSI divergence. Okay, the market becomes flat. Again, I don't see any RSI divergence anywhere here. There's no trade here. Again, the market is flat, so which is good. It does avoid flat market. There's a crossover. I see good RSI divergence here. There's a pullback. My entry point will be above the swing high. It changes color, so this entry does not activate. Then it changes color. There's no RSI divergence, so no trade. Okay. Again, so the good thing that I can see in this setup is it avoids the flat market, and only gives the signals in the trending market, which is good. Okay, so here it went trending. Here I can see a good RSI divergence. So after this crossover, change color again, so no trade. Again, there's a color change, but there's no RSI divergence. Okay, so there's a color change and we have an RSI divergence right here. So let's take this trade. The market goes in. So the two conditions are met. The third condition, it comes into the cloud, which is satisfies. Fourth condition is it crosses the high, so we can take a long trade. We'll place a stop loss of the previous low, and we'll have a target profit of 1:2, which did not give 1:2, but it was very close. So this is a profitable trade. That's good. So 3 trades in profit, none in loss. So for now, it's still a good profit. It's a good setup. So you have a crossover. I do see RSI divergence here. It's from a higher high with very lows. So you can take a trade. It has a pullback, and we can take a short trade right here. 1:4, which is really good. So this setup also works. There is a color change. First condition is met. Second condition is there RSI divergence. Yes, market remained flat, but the RSI kept going higher. Third condition is the pullback. Pullback is met. Fourth condition is breakout of the swing high. So you can take a trade with a risk to reward of 1:2, and you get another profitable trade. So till now in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gave us 5 trades and we're profitable in all 5 trades. It's really good. Okay, do we have RSI divergence? Yes, we have RSI divergence. We get into our pullback. We can enter below this swing, a short position, but we get stopped out right here. So that's a loss. So this one loss comes back down. We have RSI. No, there's no swing, so there's no RSI divergence. There's no trade here. Goes long. Do we have RSI divergence? Yes. We have lower lows, but it's still lower low, so there's no RSI divergence, so we won't be taking a trade here. Actually, there is a trade. There's this color change. That's the first condition. Second condition is RSI divergence. Yes, there's higher high and a higher low, a lower high. So there's RSI divergence. Third condition is a pullback. Fourth condition is we take a trade below the swing low and we get a loss again. Next trade, there is crossover. The first condition is met. Second condition is there is a RSI divergence again, because here is a low and here it's a lower high. There's a pullback. Yes. Fourth is it crosses above the swing high, and we can place a stop loss below the swing low, and risk to reward of 1:4, which we do 1:2, which we do get. So yes, it's a profitable trade. Now the color changes. Is there a RSI divergence? Yes, I would consider this as an RSI divergence. You can take a trade right here. Third condition is the pullback. Fourth condition, it breaks the low. So yeah, that's a profitable trade. Is there an RSI divergence here? No, I don't see any RSI divergence. So no trade here. It's flat market, so we won't get any trade. Here also there's no RSI divergence, so there's no trade. In this crossover, again there's no RSI divergence, so no trade. Here I can see a short RSI divergence, so once this moves in, right, we will have a RSI divergence right here. I guess we'll have to pick this pullback. We take a long trade. We get stopped. There's a change of color. Second, is there RSI divergence? Yes, there is RSI divergence, so basically the highs. Then we wait for the pullback. So here there's a pullback, so we'll be taking a trade right here. I'll consider this as a profitable trade, because again it's not 1:2, but it's 1.5, so it's still good. Then there's a change of color. Is there RSI divergence? Yes, I would consider this as RSI divergence. So we wait for the pullback. So here is the first pullback. We take an entry above the swing high, the swing low as a stop loss. Again, the profit here is 1.5. Again, I'll consider this as a profitable trade. The change of color. Do I see any RSI divergence? No, I don't see any RSI divergence there. So there's a change of color here. It forms a higher high with lower highs. So there's RSI divergence. There's a pullback to the cloud. So that's the third condition. Fourth condition is crossover of the swing low, the stop loss of swing high, and a risk reward of 1:2. And this is a loss trade. That's fine. There's a crossover of the color. Is the RSI divergence? Yes, I will consider this the low. We wait for the pullback. So you get the first pullback here, and so our entry would be way above. It never gave us the entry, so there's no trade. There's no the color change. Second condition, there's no RSI, so no trade. Here there's a color change. First condition is met. There's no RSI divergence, so no trade. Change of color, but no RSI divergence. Okay, so there's RSI divergence right here. Okay, so first condition is there's a color change. Second condition, there's a RSI divergence. Third condition is for a pullback. You get a pullback here, so you could take the trade above the swing high, put a stop loss below the swing low, and you need a 1:2, which you do get, which is really good trade. Yeah, 1:4.3. Next, do I see any RSI divergence here? This high. No, this is already gone to the max, so there's no RSI divergence for this trade. No RSI divergence here too. Again, no RSI divergence. So it goes green. There is RSI divergence. Third condition, it comes to the pullback. Fourth condition, it should cross the high, which it does not, so there's no trade. The first condition is changes color. There is RSI divergence. Third condition is the pullback. Fourth condition is break of the swing high, and then you can put a stop loss below the swing low, but it hits a stop loss, so it's a not profitable trade. Okay, so color changes, right? The color changes here. There is slight RSI divergence. Pullback, you take an entry above the low, so the market does go above, and it eventually goes and hits a stop loss. Next is a bullish trade. We have RSI divergence. Okay, we need a pullback. Pullback came in, but it crossed the line, so it became red. No trade here. There is no RSI divergence, so no trade. So there's no trade here. Change of color, but no RSI divergence. Fine. Change of color, but no RSI divergence. So this setup is actually good. The reason why I find this setup really good is it avoids the consolidation phase of the market. So the market changes color, there is RSI divergence. We'll wait for the pullback, which is right here, and take a short position. Once it crosses the swing low, I'll place the swing high as a stop loss and look for 1:2 profit, which it does give us, so that's great. Okay, yeah, that's the end of the backtesting. As we can see, we made 11 profitable trades and 6 lost trades. So this setup is good. If you guys feel if you want to use this setup or this strategy, go for it. But I would do some changes. For example, I would get my minimum risk to reward to 1.5, and once I get that 1.5, I will exit some of my quantity or half the quantity and then hold the rest, because the rest can go to 1:2, 1:3, or even 1:4. And yeah, if you guys found this video helpful, you guys think this is a good setup, then please do like the video and subscribe, so that I go ahead and backtest more of these strategies and show you guys which actually work and which do not. Thank you.